Hello, girls. I didn't expect to see you here. Hear you've been kicking some male butt. Good for you.
With villains like these, we'd be booking it out of Townsville by tomorrow. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Powerpuff Girls villains.
It seems the Powerpuff Girls think you're icky, gross, disgusting. They're afraid of you.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're considering almost every villain to have faced the Powerpuff Girls. Our only exception is that they must have become an icon in the series at some point.
Try picking those locks.
Sorry, guys. That's okay, Blossom.
This was too easy.
Number 10. The Amoeba Boys.
You're free to go.
Go? I thought we were criminals. You locked us up for everything.
Well, everything's all right now. Out you go. Bye now.
They may be idiots, but the Amoeba Boys have done some dastardly crimes on their own, whether it was intentional or by complete accident. In an effort to come off as supervillains to the Powerpuff Girls, Boss Man, Junior, and Slim have cooked up a few half-baked schemes.
If the Powerpuff Girls are after us, that means we're really real criminals.
While stealing oranges proved meaningless in their debut episode, they managed to carry out a masterful plan in the episode Divide and Conquer. By duplicating themselves, the Amoeba Boys were able to steal every orange in Townsville, causing a scurvy epidemic. Even after this episode, we still can't take them seriously due to their stupidity in committing misdemeanors.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Nothing more? Nothing less.
Number 9. Dick Hardley. Never had that college roommate who was nothing more than a freeloader? Well, that's Dick Hardley in a nutshell. A real Richard. When meeting the girls for the first time, Dick gets the sleazy idea of trying to make money with their powers.
You're sitting on a gold mine here! I knew you would turn one of your little inventions into a cash cow. We could make a fortune with these things!
Outraged by the idea, Professor Utonium kicked him out. He eventually creates the Powerpuff Girls Extreme, which were not exactly what he had in mind. Dick was so desperate to carry out his get-rich-quick scheme, he swallows Chemical X, turning him into a giant mutated monster.
You know, for a second there, I thought I was gonna turn to a monster.
Manipulative, greedy, and shameless about it, Dick is one of the most hated villains in the show. Number 8. The Gangreen Gang.
I don't think these kids are having fun.
You want us to show them how to have fun?
Yes, little Arturo, let's show them how to have fun. Gangrene style.
This band of mischievous miscreants can certainly get around on street smarts alone. Ace, Snake, Big Billy, Little Arturo, and Grubber have often taken their pranks and lies a bit too far, as evident in the episode Telephonies. Among their victims of normal Townsville citizens and the narrator, the Gangrene Gang prank called the Powerpuff Girls in an attempt to blame other villains for fictitious crimes. Long story short, the troublemakers got their butts handed to them by villains much more powerful.
So, you guys like to make crank calls.
Guess they've never heard of picking on someone their own size. Number 7. The Smiths.
Oh, family, I'm so very proud of all of you. And united, we will destroy the Powerpuff Girls.
This family has some serious issues. While the devious side of husband Harold is shown in the episode Supper Villain, the whole Smith family doesn't unite until later in Just Desserts, with each family member having some reason for hating the Powerpuff Girls. Harold likes seeing the bad guy win. Mother Marianne wants revenge for ruining dinner in the last episode. Daughter Julie is mad because they lost their jacks. Son Bud, well, he just hates everything.
The Powerpuff Girls lost my jacks! I hate the Powerpuff Girls!
And you know what? I hate everything!
Tween angst, you know? Essentially, they're a family with psychopathic behavior built on petty revenge schemes. What else is there to hate in a group of villains such as this? Number 6. Fuzzy Lumpkins. Whatever you do, do not ever lay a finger on his property. This hillbilly may seem cranky and harmless on the outside, but as soon as someone walks on his property or touches anything he owns, Fuzzy Lumpkins turns into a vicious beast of rage.
I'm gonna learn you to get on my property, come back here and get off of my property!
Some of his crimes, outside of assault and battery, include turning all of Townsville's inhabitants into meat and letting Townsville go straight down the toilet as mayor.
Well, I want your butt, which means I'm still the mayor, and I get your hat.
He may not be a criminal mastermind, but this tantrum-throwing tyrant needs to learn to take a chill pill. Number 5. Sedusa. Truly a wolf in sheep's clothing, Sedusa has become one of the girls' most diabolical villainesses.
2 down, 1 to go. You girls stick around while I finish your sister.
Introduced as I'm a good lady, how totally unsuspicious, Sedusa was able to trick the professor into grounding the girls, allowing her to commit crimes at night.
You 3 left the living room a complete mess last night, and there will be no crime fighting until that room is spotless!
She even went so far as to disguise herself as Ms. Bellum. It was interesting to see how she would fight the girls after going bald, but she managed to use the Gangreen Gang in retrieving relics of Cleopatra, turning her into more Medusa and less Sedusa. Her vengeful mind and menacing look has made her a fan favorite. Number 4. Princess Morbucks.
Hi, Princess. Want to play with Twiggy or Glass Hamster? Ew, no. I do not want to play with your smelly, mangy little rat.
Nobody likes the kid who gets everything they want. As a real daddy's girl, Princess Morbucks wanted to be a Powerpuff Girl for all the wrong reasons. Never live for only fame and fortune, kiddos.
But I wanna! I don't want to be a Powerpuff Girl! I want!
Using crocodile tears to get what she wants, Princess uses her dad's money to deck out her costume with high-tech weapons and vehicles. Overall, she's just plain annoying, which makes witnessing her defeat all the more satisfying. Just remember, kids, being a Powerpuff Girl is about fighting for truth and justice, not the flashy gadgets.
That's a spicy meatball!
Number 3. The Rowdyruff Boys.
We're the Rowdyruff Boys! Boomer! Butch, we're here to kick some butt!
While the girls are made of sugar, spice, and everything nice, these kids were the exact opposite. Created by Mojo Jojo, with snips, snails, and a puppy dog tail. Upon encountering the Powerpuff Girls, the two teams duke it out in an epic fight that almost destroys all of Townsville.
Now let's finish those sissies! Yeah!
Their violent and destructive behavior goes so far as to almost killing the girls. That is, until the girls discover their weakness, cooties. Brick, Boomer, and Butch would not just be recurring villains, but they would go down as one of the most savage and iconic villains of the show. Number 2. Mojo Jojo.
Well, I'm very good at evil plots.
Duh! I know!
He's not the girls' arch nemesis for nothing. This super intelligent chimp has had a long history with the girls. Not only was he created by Professor Utonium, but he also accidentally helped him in creating the Powerpuff Girls. After Utonium's negligence, Mojo left with a newborn hatred for the girls, setting out to destroy them and take over the world by any means necessary.
You're no threat now. Yes, I do not find you threatening, Powerpuff Pooches.
With his highly advanced weaponry, Mojo has certainly proven to be a formidable opponent, gaining a handful of victories over the girls. Alas, Mojo has only won battles and lost all wars, and the ability to talk in shorter sentences.
Because I am your master, it is I who you will obey. Obeying commands is what you'll do. I will give you commands, and you will obey them.
Before we unveil our villainous top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
The sun will no longer be an issue once I initiate the third and final step.
Is step 3 really all that?
Shit, it ain't no step for a stepper.
Hello, girls. Looks like your power-packed punches can't punch their way out of my power packages.
Highness, readings show the receptor spores have been ingested.
Excellent. The time is ripe to initiate hypnotransmithesis. Now the Earth's barbaric mammal people shall be hypnotized into a vegetable state.
Number 1. Him.
That even the utterance of his name strikes fear into the hearts of men. The only safe way to refer to this King of Darkness is simply him.
When a villain is so foul that you can only refer to him with a pronoun, you know they're a force to be reckoned with. Him is the most devious, manipulative, and frightening villain in the entire Powerpuff Girls rogue gallery.
And so, with a flick of my wrist and a twirl of my claw, I'll get rid of those girls once and for all.
Across the series, the King of Darkness has managed to break up the girls, temporarily, and even get all of Townsville to turn against them. However, when we see him as ruler of the Earth, Speed Demon quickly became the scariest episode in the entire franchise.
No!
Yes! As you raced through time, the whole world went to heck.
You lie! Don't believe him, girls!
After meeting him, we'll gladly skip out on learning his real name. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.